Every day we face the discussion that guns are bad. Well, little did you know, the deep factual information gathered in this video will change your mind. We believe that taking away the Second Amendment is wrong and will lead to higher crime rates. A society without protection is a society with high crime rates. Criminals won't follow the strict laws, causing the law-abiding citizens helpless like a rat in a snake cage. Over 98% of the shootings take place in a strict gun-related areas, such as the YouTube headquarters and school grounds.
Give me your kid or I'll shoot you.
No way.
You have 2 seconds.
You're lucky I have nothing to protect myself, or I'd kill you.
You're right. As you can see, there's many pros to the Second Amendment. Most people who are against the Second Amendment don't understand the basic fundamentals of a firearm, a killing machine. When in reality, without the Second Amendment, crime rates would skyrocket. Statistics have shown that in a gun-free zone, there's more catastrophic events with firearms. This is a great representation if guns were taken away, how only evil people would have firearms, leaving you helpless like the scene you just watched. What do you want to do? Do you want you and your family to be unprotected by a bad guy?
No, definitely not.
Roll the clip.
Go. As you can see, guns are only dangerous in the wrong hands. Not one time in this video did the gun turn around and hurt me or my friends. Now, if it came down to it, I would have the proper tools and equipment to protect me and my family if a bad guy were to walk in my house. Many people in America, including children and elderly people, shoot competition as a hobby. Not to mention, Durant High School has a shooting team every year that is hosted by the Durant baseball team. Wow, isn't that crazy? A school having a shooting team?
Wow, that's ironic. This is a good example of the guns are not the issue because for years, Durant High School has taken the Durant baseball team to go skeet shooting tournaments, and not one kid has got hurt. Maybe if kids were more educated on guns and respected them, then they wouldn't be used in the wrong ways.
Hey Justin, do you want to shoot a gun for your first time?
Yes.
Before anybody shoots for the first time, I recommend someone to show them the 3 most important steps. 1. The muzzle of the gun must always be pointed in a safe direction. 2. Finger off the trigger at all times till it's ready to be fired. 3. Make sure the gun is clear before handling. Let's go talk to the safety officer and you can learn the basic steps before we shoot at the range.
I wish I had my book with me, but I don't. There's a couple of different other techniques that we're going to look at first, and that's how to hold the gun.
Okay.
So step over here. This is relatively heavy. It's not probably as heavy as some of his guns, but we still want to look at this. Now you're going to be left-handed, but I'm right-handed, so I got to show you how this works with my right hand. Take the gun. Always keep your finger off the trigger until you're ready to shoot. But here, this is how you're going to hold the gun, and then with the other hand, you're going to grab it down here like this. So both thumbs are going to be below what's called the slide here. So you're going to be like this to hold the gun. And a little bit of your hand will be below where the magazine goes, down here. So you're going to hold it up like this. This front part right here always will be what you're looking at the target.
Okay.
So whatever it is has to fit in that notch, but this notch back here is going to be blurry, this whole section. The top here will be the one that's going to be in focus, but it's going to ride between that little gap there.
Okay.
You see it? So the top here has to be flush with the top in that little gap. You hold it like that, and then when you're ready to fire, you pull the trigger.
Okay.
So let's see if you can hold it. And always when we put it down with the action side up. The action side is the side that moves. So this slide moves. And every time we want to have an open action, we lock that slide back by pushing up on this little device here. You can actually let the slide go by pushing down on it.
Okay.
Up, holds it back, down, lets it go. Once the slide goes forward, if there's a magazine in here, actually will then chamber the first round into the barrel.
Okay.
So go ahead and pick it up. It's unloaded. You can go ahead and see if it's comfortable for you.
I put my
Nope.
index finger right.
No,
Well,
this
I'm
one-
lefty, so.
Oh, that's right. So if you're lefty, this one holds the grip. There you go. And this one goes up there and probably will ride up over the top of it. Okay.
That-
How does that feel? Does that feel comfortable?
Yeah, it feels fine.
Okay, good. Guys, you ready to go? I'll be right with you.
You can finish with them. We're not in a rush, boss.
I'm gonna be back real fast. Did the bullet come out? I didn't see it.
No.
I didn't see it.
Try to do it again. There you go. Now it came out. Perfect. Now you have to pull the slide back and lock it back. So you remember how to do that with that little slide?
Do I put it down? Or?
No, up.
It's hard when you're lefty.
That's all right. There you go. Put the good. Outstanding. Outstanding. Okay. Way to go. All right.
Wow, that was fun. I have great respect for a firearm, and now that I know how to properly handle one. Thanks, safety officer.
Shoot the big steel.
Where's the thing?
Jocelyn, how was your first time shooting a firearm?
To be honest, it was kind of intimidating at first, but now that I know how to properly use a firearm, I know that I can defend myself when it comes to anything. And a lot of problems these days is there's so many younger people that don't know how to properly use a firearm, and they pick up one from a friend's house or their family members have one laying around, and that's why most of these accidents happen.
Yeah, that's a good point. A lot of people don't know how to use firearms, and now that you know how to properly handle one, you know that you'll safely be able to pick up one without hurting yourself or anybody around you.
Correct.
Good point. Right to bear arms is a big deal for most of America. It's more than a right. Many Americans take pride of their collective guns and building them from scratch, almost like adult Legos. If there were to be a catastrophic event in America, I know I'd be safe. Would you? Many people only see the negative sides of things, but did you know every day dozens of people die from drunk drivers? Let's ban alcohol. Many people are saved every year in the USA because they had a concealed carry and were able to protect themselves and even the innocent people around them that may have been threatened. Maybe if YouTube headquarters and schools weren't a gun-free zone, someone on the campus could have stood up and took out the terrorist or the shooter.